This tutorial is for help on Mobius, Lesson 4, Homework Question number 3. In Idaho, you don't pay sales tax on the purchase of gasoline. Instead, you pay a state fuel tax of 32 cents per gallon and a federal tax of 18.4 cents per gallon or 0.184 cents per gallon, either way you want to read that. If gasoline is currently $3.47 at a local gas station, what percent of the cost per gallon will go to pay the combined state and federal fuels tax? So the first thing I want to do is break this sentence apart. What percent? Now we don't know what that is, so we're going to use a variable, or in this case, the word percent. Of, remember, translated means multiply. So we're going to take percent and multiply it to the cost per gallon, which was given to us as $3.47. So we're going to take percent times 347. Now we're going to move to the next part of translation. Will. This is another form or tense of the word is. We have lots of variations of the word is. You can say is, was, were, are, will, depending on the tense and if it's singular or multiple. So if you're talking about a singular, you say is. If you have multiple, are, were, was, or was is past tense, will is future tense, and so forth. So this is actually an equal in disguise because of the tense of the word, meaning in the future. So this is equals to pay the combined. Ooh, here's another kind of variation of the word sum, because we're combining state and federal fuels tax. So we're going to be adding state and federal, which was also given to us, of 32 cents and the 18.4 cents. So let's go see which of these equations match with that. So we have percent. Okay, so I have two over here that start with percent, the first and the fourth. So let's move to the next part of, meaning multiply. This one has equals, and this one has multiply. So far this one down here as option number 4 is looking the best, but we're going to keep going just to make sure. The next part of the sentence says will. Will is our future tense of the word is. So we move to here. That is an equal sign. Combined state and federal fuels tax, which we are adding together. So this is our equation right there. And we're going to use that to move to the second part of the problem, which says solve the equation to actually find out what percent of your 347 will go to pay the combined state and federal fuels tax. So this one we want to solve for percent. And to do so, we want percent to be all alone on this side of the equation. To do that, we need to do the opposite operation here. So it says multiply 347, so I need to divide by 347 to cancel it out on the left side, and that means that I also need to do it on the right side. That leaves me with percent equals all of this added together divided by 347. So I can type that out in a calculator, write it out on a paper, use Excel, whatever your preference is. Since I have these typed up here, I'm just going to cell reference so that I don't make any typos. So the first thing I want to do is add the state and federal tax, and I want to make sure that those are added together first. So I'm going to do parentheses here. You'll notice even though it doesn't have these in parentheses, when I divide this over, that means I'm dividing the entire left and the entire right side. So those parentheses say all of this will be divided by it. So again, I'm going to cell reference my 32 cents, and I'm going to add my 18.4 cents, and then close the parenthesis and divide by my $3.47 and press enter here, and I end up with my percent. And I know some of you are looking at this saying, wait a minute, it says 0.18. You'll see up here in my equation or formula box that it has the 4 there. This down here just isn't showing it. I'm going to pull this over to show you how to fix that on yours if that's something you would like to see. Right here we have decimals that I can increase or decrease, and this one says, I'm just going to move the decimal and show you one more time. So that's just one way. Little tip there on Excel if you wanted to see that. Okay, so this here is a decimal, 0.145. Now, because it's asking for the percent, I need to move the decimal to the right 2 places. So I'm going to move it 1, 2, which gives me 14.5%. And it's asking around the final percentage 1 decimal place. So we're going to type in 14.5. That's rounded out 1 decimal place. You can do the how do you do so that you can see the green check marks. And I hope that helped you on question number 3. Good luck on the rest of your homework.